What do you call a dinosaur with a cowboy hat and cowboy boots? Tyrannosaurus Tex. So I have a bit of sad news. I will not be getting our Beast Tamer his side quest because I have been playing this game off camera for the past 3 days now, in the desert, Mirage Desert here, where our task essentially is to find and combat or find and capture a T-Rex, which is evidently a super rare mob. So rare I actually looked it up. In the original game, it was a 1 in 64 chance of fighting this blue T-Rex. Tyros are not the T-Rex. The T-Rex is actually its own monster class and type. It's a dinosaur. But yeah, I can't waste any more time on this. I want to advance this game. I want to get ourselves a little bit further along than what we were. So here we are. We're gonna continue on. You'll see, like, I'm level 30, 31 throughout my time playing there. I leveled like, I want to say 5 to 8 levels on the characters. It's just not happening. I just have not seen this guy. I might do it off camera, might again try it as we get a little bit further, but unfortunately I don't want to misuse my time and your time by going through that when we really don't need to. It's just an optional quest, and it does pain me to say that. I'm not trying to marginalize it or trivialize it, but I would rather focus on getting through the game and then coming back to it on a separate save file or something like that. So this episode is going to be fully devoted to getting through the ice cave. Not ice cave, sorry, the waterfall cave. And we're going to get the sky cube. So we're going to do that. There's a bunch of bats in there, if I remember right. And we're going to have some fun. I don't think I have any monsters right now. I think I might actually, yeah, so I don't have any monsters right now. I did have some sandworm that I had captured, and it was fun to have that because having an AoE board wipe was really cool. Was pretty awesome and pretty powerful, but I don't want to, we'll say, trivialize this next area any more than I will, because I'm significantly higher level than I think I would have been without doing the grinding to try and fight the T-Rex. So, point of fact, if you have a beast tamer in your party and you're trying to do that, just be very cognizant that it's gonna be a time sink. It's gonna be a time commitment, and you use your time how you see fit. Go to it whenever you feel you want to, and the monsters in the desert, they give you probably on the average fight, like one Ankylo you saw there gives about 6,000 experience points. And if you like tame it, or if you not tame it, but control it, you're looking at getting like another or not 6,000, I'm sorry, 600 experience point. But you're looking at getting another 600, so that's 1,200 experience at a minimum, depending on the fight. And so like case in point here, let's do that. Let's see what happens here, and this will be a good level set. So basically, what I guess my ramblings are about is that every fight you're roughly getting 1,000 to 1,200 experience points, depending on how you go about doing it. And even at this point in the game, level 20s and 30s, you only have, so 600 experience points, 650 experience points. So you're looking at about 1,300 experience as you get into it. But yeah, it was turning into a situation where I did not want to over level myself too much, and that was what I was doing. So that in of itself is gonna pretty much trivialize what we got going on here. Oh good, we have the bestiary, the frost gators. Nice, good stuff. But yeah, as you can see, I've got quite a bit of HP boons and stat boons from it, and then the waterfall cave here has some more bats that we can eat for Rion, so we're definitely going to be having some fun with that. Let's see here. Do I want to? I think I have the grass plains as my reserve for busy, which is good. Andy has pretty much filled out his entire spell book in everything except for his level 8 spells, and I don't know quite where those are at. I do not know also where the nightmares. Oh dear. Actually, you know what? Let's catch one of these. Let's do that. Let's catch one of these and bring those along with us. But I don't know where those guys, or where the level 8 spells will be for Andy, high-level spells, but we did also do a bunch of the Dragon Sage stuff, which is his class quest. And then Rion's class quest is he has to take 1,000 points of damage in a single fight. So that's not a small task, but now that he has such a larger health pool, we'll be able to handle it pretty well, I think. Yep, so we're gonna be... Oh, nope, I didn't want to hit that button. Not that button. Nope, you stay there. And you... There you go. Yep, key, and then it's, which button did I have it as? There it is. Life points. Okay, good. So that's gonna be nice for us. I'll leave Rion out in front. We haven't had him out in front in a little while. Chance to strike first. So this might be a two-parter episode simply because of the nature of the cave itself. It's a little bit long in the sense of just the distance we have to travel out and back. But I think we'll be able to get through it pretty okay. I'm gonna leave that up to you guys, or up to the random encounters, I should say. Oh, it looks like, no, it's not gonna take us too long. I forgot that this isn't as long. The screen wraps around. Those are terrifying. Perilisks are perilous. We're gonna... Well, we do have a chance to strike first. So... Actually, you know what I should do? I should catch one of these guys. And then I'm going to do... Sure? No, it's not an AoE one. Darn. Sure, we'll do that. And then... What kind of magic do we have inside here? Let's do... Single foe, close in. Let's do that one. Because then if they get darknessed, Rion will be able to destroy them. And it doesn't look like it matters because they don't have the HP to withstand even that. So that works for me. Oh, they have less than 48 HP? I did not know that. Alright. No, stop. Nom. Yes, excellent. Yes. Good for me. Yes. Excellent stuff. Nope. Down and around. Whiz-mums! Oh no! Whiz-mummies! Oh, that's just terrible. I can't control them. So, you know what? I'm actually going to call our guy out. Let's do cremate, and... Yeah, let's do... close in again. I mean... You've got the spells and you recharge them pretty quick. So I've changed my tactics with Busy as well, where I'm going to be starting to use his spell book directly more than just keep on casting terrain and get a random spell. I feel like I've been trivializing or marginalizing his net benefit to the party because I've just been utilizing him as a random caster, like a wild magic caster, as opposed to doing something more appropriate with his spells and doing that only to recharge the spells once I need to. So, you know, that's a lesson learned for me. I don't know if you feel the same way or not, but that's just how I feel about it. We're going to go off to the right. We're going to get these two bats. No, you. Oh, mud golems. I don't know. Can I control these? If I can control these, that might be a really nice get for him as well, because the nightmare I picked up because it has darkness. I forget what the ability is. I can't remember exactly what it was. No, it doesn't look like we're gonna get a chance to actually do that. See, like I said, we're super over leveled now, and it's part of the reason why I stopped doing what I was doing, because it was like, I don't want to make this game not a challenge for me where I just walk up to Tiamat and just blow on him and he dies. And, you know, that's just my own take on it. I mean, some people will be like, no, why don't you want to do that? I don't know. I just want the challenge. I want to embrace the challenge. I want to, you know, embrace the suck, as it were. Because if you don't know anything about this game, the Mirage Tower for a lot of people is a really good test of your endurance and your ability to manage resources. It is the longest dungeon in the game, I believe. I don't even think the last dungeon is as long as the tower is, because there's essentially two dungeons stacked on top of each other. You have the tower, you go up the tower, and then you have the Sky Palace. When you go through the Sky Palace, then you fight Tiamat. And the only reason why I would think the last dungeon is harder is because of the nature of the last dungeon, and I don't want to spoil that if you don't know what that is. But there's mechanics in the last dungeon that make it difficult for difficulty's sake, is simply what it is. There's not anything like super crazy. There's definitely, I shouldn't say that there's not anything super crazy. You know, there's a mechanic that we haven't seen ever inside there that makes it super fun. But yeah, it's just not anything that I'm like, oh no, this is really hard. This is really awful. So, some food for thought for yourselves. You know, I think it's a lot of fun to catalog the dungeons and think about which ones you found difficult and which ones you didn't find difficult at all. The Water Palace for me was always a challenge as a kid, but that was because I was a kid and I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, not to say that I know what I'm doing now, as you can tell, but having some fun with it. So yeah, eat this guy. Nice. I don't think I saw any bats up on the north side of it. Up here, but we'll check because we don't want to leave anything. Yep. We don't want to leave any food on the table. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe for more humor. Nope. Dead end there. Going down and around. So, yeah, around the time of this recording, I'm not sure when it will happen, but I'm actually getting really close to the end of my long play for this game, obviously, as you can see, and I'm looking for recommendations. So if you happen to have any recommendations, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I love hearing the comments from you guys. The community for this game and in general that has come together for the Busy Gamer Life has been really nice and really awesome to see it grow. So please do feel free to leave a comment about what games I should be looking at next to try and play. Currently, I don't want to say the meta, but the reference or the high ticket item or high visibility item is a Legend of Zelda 2 remaster that's making the rounds. I've never played Legend of Zelda 2 for any great length. As a kid, I played it a few times and I didn't understand it because it was just too different from the original in the sense of, like, I had no clue what how the level up system worked. I had no idea how to navigate the overworld, and honestly what I was doing at all in the entire game. So that could be fun for the fact that I don't have that nostalgia factor, is what I'll call it. And also it could be a nightmare because I don't have that knowledge base to draw from for what might be beneficial to the playthrough, and you know, have points of reference on where things are and where things go, and it might marginalize the changes and the improvements, quality of life improvements that are there. Because if I don't have that pain point from previous iterations of the game, then I won't fully appreciate it. Again, that's just maybe me, you know, looking at both sides of the coin, like I try to do with a lot of the situations in my life. Is I try to balance, is it really worth it? Am I going to get a lot out of it? And is it something I want to pursue for a long time? Much like these videos, I'm having quite a bit of fun with them. So now we're going to go up, nothing over here. I think we got all the bats. I think we're good. This one solo nightmare is about to have its own nightmare. Call beast. Some interesting points of fact, if you knew this, great, awesome, but I'm just sharing this with you. The reserves from your Geomancer, they do not recharge when you cast random spells or your terrain ability. It does not recharge your reserves. Your reserves are your reserves. That's it. There's nothing else for you to recharge. The only way to recharge it, I believe, is to take another sample of the same terrain. I do not know if the inn recharges it. I would be surprised if it didn't, but again, I'm just saying this from my point of fact and point of reference. So when I go to skills here, reserve, if I do any of these abilities, this is all I have until I resample the terrain that I was using, or sample a new one and replace the spells altogether. So keep that in mind for yourselves. That's not a bad thing. That's a really nice balance factor, actually. I think that's really helpful, because otherwise I feel like the Geomancer might be a little bit too OP. Oh, and speaking of the Geomancer, the bells. So I talked about everyone else's personal quests or side quests, whatever you want to call it. And the one for the Geomancer is we have these bells that we have to select and pick up. And we were wondering what they were for. So you have to turn them into a guy in Provoca. And once you turn them all in, you get something. I don't know what you get. I don't know what it would be that you would get, but you get something. So it might be another ability. It might be, let's see here. These are all, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do Blizzard. It might be a piece of equipment, some armor or something like that. I'm not sure. So I'm excited to see what it is. I mean, and I don't know if I've missed any bells, because I guess there's like, I did a little bit of research, not to spoil it for me, you know, just so I knew how many really I would be looking for. There's the base elemental bells, you know, your earth, fire, wind, and water bells. But I guess there's like a thunder bell, and there's like another bell. So there's like 7 or 8 bells in total, or maybe just 6 bells in total. So I've only found 4. So I'm cautiously optimistic that I've found them all. The only place that I didn't like fully loot out, I know, or the only 2 places that I know I didn't really fully loot out, is the water shrine and the fire shrine. So those are places that we can go back to. Now, if you step on this tile, going back to the game at present, if you step on this tile in the room, you will go into an encounter. So just make sure that if you're a little bit scuffed, you're healing up a little bit. Okay, and then right there. This is why I wanted to cautiously tell you guys about this. We have not used hardly any of his spells, which is kind of funny. Apply instant KO and instant KO to attacks and darken. So that's like your dark blade. Gotcha. I don't want to run the risk of dying here, so I'm gonna swing for the fences. I can't call the beast because you have that, but I can do that, which will help take care of those guys. I'm gonna have you, you know what? I'm actually gonna have you do your magic staff there, and then I will have you reserves and do fire attack. Because I would hate, because the mummy's paralyzed. The Wiz Mummy does cast magic, and the cockatrice turns to stone. Anyone, or has a chance to turn to stone. So I want to get them off the board about as quick as possible. And this was a pretty vicious monster tile set that we got. I don't know if it's just the game's like hearing me talk and like, oh yeah, this is too easy? Fine, here, take this. And it's like, yeah, this is still too easy. So now this one slowly wizard mummy's like, I got nothing. And now, oh wait, is this gonna heal him? It did heal him. That's so good to know. He was undead, and that healed him, but he still died. So good to know that he got healed and then died. All right, so a coral greatsword, and now we can take the cube. So if you're ever doing a speed run of this game, you can time it so that the the robot here is in front of the door, and you don't have to land on the tile, because all of this is just loot. All of this stuff right here is just free, like, loot, essentially, where you don't need to worry about it. It's not, like, super important for you. Now, this one would have been great for the water shrine, but whatever. We did get another staff, the wizard staff. We did get the whip, 20, 28, but this whip that controls monsters. Interesting. I don't know what that means. I want to try it out. And then we got some armor. We did get a... Let's see here. We did get a protect ring, didn't we? 6 or 8 heads. It resists death. And then the ribbon is multiple. I really want the... I guess the ribbon can kind of go anywhere. I'll put that on you. Do I want that? 6 or 6? -1, -3. Protect ring is against death. Everyone can have the protect ring. Yeah, you got a protect ring. You've got gloves. Decisions. 6 and 3. So it's really just swapping out the utility. And you're not using this right now, so I'll just swap that on you. Yeah, 6 and 3, 6 and 1, but resist death. And then these gloves he's had forever, they're probably just like falling apart. So I'll just drop those. Yeah, call it good there. And pick that up, and then we'll see what kind of jockeying we have to do here. Yeah, this would have been good to have during the water shrine, but we didn't do that. We came here after. Defense sword. That might... Oh, is that going to be something that he can use? It is not. Not worth it. Oh, wait, what does it have? Rouse. Oh, okay. Let's do some switching up then. Because if you do that, Ruse is, it increases the number of hits you can have. So that might be really helpful on our Death Knight. Now, this is going to be an interesting situation. You know what? Sure, just swing for the fences again. And then item, use confuse, use confuse, sure. I don't care. You are just going to, let's see, let's do crack. And I shouldn't say that out loud like that. Let's just do crack, it's fine, let's do crack. No, don't do drugs, kids, it's bad. Stone, nope, not turn to stone, nope, not turn to stone. But yeah, so circling back to what I was saying about the side quests and all of them, I like our group makeup, I like the fun that we're having with it, but unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be able to focus on getting Fluffy his side quest completed just because of the nature of the random encounter, which is a bit annoying. I would have loved to have gotten them all, their random encounter completed, or I say random encounter. Again, I healed them. I don't know why. I don't know. I wish Rion went a little faster, but oh well. Oh well, it's oh well. KO terminated. KO terminated. Nice. Good stuff. But yeah, it'll be exciting to see that, because the monster food that he gets is supposed to make the captured monsters that much stronger over the game's course, or over, you know, maybe, I don't know even how it works. You just feed them some pellets and they get stronger, and then that's that. I don't know. So it would be really cool to have that, but I just don't want to circle down the rabbit hole and trivialize the later parts of the game simply because I know what's coming. It does auto control. That is a super awesome utility. That whip is never going to come off of him unless I find a super powerful replacement. But yeah, there is no reason for me to change that. Ever. So, yep, he's just going to be swinging that every single time, unless I capture a monster, in which case, then I'll bring the monster out, and then he won't be attacking. He'll be just using the monster's attack. Which also, you know, circling back to, I will say a plug for the sandworm, because that ability, crack, is an AoE death, as you saw Andy use it, and it's infinite cast from the monster. So you can do that over and over and over and over again until that sandworm dies. So it's really, really useful. There's a lot of utility for it. So keep that in mind as a late game contender. The caveat to it is the sandworm doesn't have a lot of hit points and a lot of strength, in the sense of, like, or I should say a lot of defense. So be aware of that. It can't be controlled. Nice. So it seems like it's 100% control possibility for things, which is good, because then this tells me what I can and can't control, and that'll be really easy for me to fill out the bestiary and see if I can capture all the things. That'll be fun. Alright, walk ourselves out of here, and then I think I'll call the episode when we get back to town, or maybe when we get back out of here. But I'm glad we got those bats, and I'm glad we got this control whip thing, because that will be super helpful. Paralisks! There, and then this, do cremate, and then do that, close in. Yep, should finish them off here, which is great, because they are terrifying. Yep, nice, 168 damage. I'm glad that those are like glass cannons, essentially. Because they do squint, and squint is instant death. Not like put you to sleep, like, no, instant death. Absolutely instant death. Like the one Rick and Morty episode where it's like he invades the president's office, and says to him, you know, I want a selfie with you. And the one Secret Service guy goes to touch him. And he's like, I wouldn't do that. You'll die. And the guy touches him and he dies instantly. And the president's like, what'd you do to him? He's like, I told you would die. Couldn't you just knock him out? Nobody wants to be, or everybody wants to be knocked out. Nobody wants to die. It's like, what kind of death? Instant? Yeah. So that's what the crack spell is. There you go. There's my ramblings. And I don't watch Rick and Morty. I just watch the shorts on the internet about it. So if I am getting that quote completely wrong, just chalk it up to being a dad. Oh, Dad, you're just misquoting everything. And that's fine. I accept that. Because I probably do. Let's get ourselves back into the town. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Nice. And you're definitely going to kill this gator. Yep. Yep. There you go. There, and up here. Nice. Good stuff. Now, we are going to rest at the inn, and I will call this episode here. And then I think next episode we will probably go into the Mirage Tower. Because I think we have everything we need. Let me see here. We have the chime, and we have the cube. Yeah. Yeah, we have everything we need to get into Mirage Tower. We're set to go. So, Busy Gamer Dad taking us to home stretch. We're going to be looking for some more bells. We're going to be looking for a fight where Rion can get beat up. And we're going to be looking for some more Dragon Sages. I would like to know if I have, or how many of the dragons I have completed or fought. That would be really helpful to know. But, whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. If you feel I've earned such a thing. Thank you so much for stopping by regardless. And we'll catch you in our next episode. Later.